Hi everybody, it's Sally with Vintage Discoveries, and we're here to take a look at some vintage bracelets. I got a whole bunch. Some are a little newer, granted, mostly are really vintage and cool. And we'll take a look at the type of bracelets, different makers. I have a bracelet that I'm excited about because I found it in a book, and it's not signed, so that's pretty cool. These kind of bracelets I absolutely love. This one is unsigned. This is not the book piece, but and it's just this woven. I just love it. I think it looks so pretty on when you can get it open. I really do. I was trying on bracelets, can you tell? Not all the bracelets fit me nicely. You know, those half cuff ones that are so annoying. But yes, and this Aurora Borealis one next to it, love that. This kind of reminds me of one they had for Sarah Coventry that you could slip on different charms. Not charms, but kind of like cabochons. So really love that. And this is similar. It's just a woven with the tongue and groove type thing. It does not have any maker on it, but I love it. Absolutely love it. This, another beautiful bangle. I don't wear them too often because I'm typing all day, but yeah, this one is unmarked, but beautiful. The way that it's got kind of laser cut. I love this Aurora Borealis. So sparkly. That's definitely vintage and not marked. Then we have all natural stone cuff. This is not silver. Not marked. I think this is what scraped my trying to get that on. I think Princess Casserole Carla gave me this because she knows I love the tiger's eye. So that's really cool. I love that. And it's comfortable. Same with this. This is sterling. At first I thought it was grape leaves. It could still be with the vines, but no little grapes, and that's okay. Also, very nice. Goes with everything. This is one of my favorites that I can't get rid of, even though it was so green and gross. Now it's just a little gross in there, like a centipede, but I just love it. Yeah, it's definitely old. Not sure if you're supposed to wear the dangles on the top or the bottom when you wear it, but either way, I love it. These are some of my other favorites. The book chains. This one's adorable. It's not missing anything, surprisingly enough. The only problem is this has to be opened and moved. These are not named with any maker. I think these type are called Cello or something. Great to look things up before you do video. Didn't do it. This, I couldn't believe I found in a bag with nothing missing. I don't believe these stones are natural, but I don't care. I love it. Absolutely love it. And this just has to be fixed and moved around. I cut myself. And I love this also. The pearls are a little worn, but still adorable. This is more modern. I believe this is from, I think it's Turkey, yeah. It might be brass. And it's got the chalcedony and the stone we all know that Sally can't think of. But I love this stone so much. And that one. I should have brought down I have one like this big, that size stone. I will show it next time. Absolutely. I mean, it's not the best example of that stone, but this is pretty gorgeous. Then we have this one that's very Art Nouveau with the rosebuds and just very Art Nouveau. Beautiful. Not marked anywhere, and I don't think it's sterling, but it's so beautiful. And this one with the art glass and milk glass, some of these seem to have a little hairline crack in there, which is not unusual for glass when they put a hole in it, but it's beautiful. Art glass, I love. I love a nice bangle like this. I think this was, yeah, Thailand, which to me, I don't know the history of jewelry in Thailand, but this seems old to me, and I don't know if it is, but it really does seem old. It needs to be polished, but it's, I think it's gold over silver, because this is a gold tone and silver tone. I love that one. And here we have the classic Bakelite. I don't know if you would call this cream spinach, because it's got a lot more cream or egg yolk than spinach, but these they usually call spacers to put in between if you have a bunch of bangles. They make a nice clunky noise, just like Bakelite does. Then we have this Millefiori, and this is glass. Some Millefiori is made from clay. It's not really Millefiori, but it is. They make long canes of glass in a design and stretch them into the long canes and then form them into slices into the jewelry, and it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, they've made, if you've seen it, I don't know if they would call it Millefiori candy, but those little candies, and they have like a design, and it's made kind of the same way with a long cane of the candy with a design in it, and they put layers and then slice it up. This I got a while ago, and I thought it was bone, but it looks like it's acrylic or some kind of plastic. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. But it's so chunky. It's huge, you know? And I think it's really pretty, but I was like, oh, it's a floral design, and it's got flowers and like leaves, and then I said, what is that? What is that little fairy guy or leaf guy, or what is it? So I never noticed that it had that on there, but I mean, it's kind of cool, right? It's just really big, and I think it's supposed to look like bone, but I don't think it is. Just like this, I don't believe it's bone. I think it's some sort of acrylic, but I like the look of it. So these are kind of this, like the same idea, but that's just interesting. I don't mind it. It's just I never noticed until after that it was more than just flowers, but I still think it's cool. Then we have this I found recently, and I have it in another color. I have so much stuff in here. Bear with me. Bear with me. This is the pink one. I'm going to show you. And, you know, I love Moon Glow. And these are beautiful. They just glow, hence the name. This one has, looks like metal. This is all plastic. So, and these are like the most comfortable bracelets ever. I don't know if I would wear 2 of them, but they're beautiful. And I can imagine back in the day when they used to wear necklaces and the bracelets and everything, that it just looked beautiful with everything. And I love Moon Glow. This is weird. And I think there was kind of a style at one time where they were having a lot of these, because I've come across in different colors. I had one in just clear plastic, where all the little embellishments were just clear. And they're really, I love vintage plastic. I do. Look at that. Reminds me of like a bowling ball. Like the ultimate bowling ball. Like I used to bowl a long time ago. And I remember thinking, oh, I'd love to have like a clear bowling ball with like a rose in the middle, you know, like something really, everybody would be like, oh, where'd you get that bowling ball? Never happened. I don't even know if they exist, those crazy looking ones. But I was like, ooh, I should go into the business of making bowling balls. Really cool ones. But I love this one. This is another one that is the plastic, acrylic, lucite, whatever you want to call it. It's got the little gold dangly. It's got this purple and the clear frosted. And this odd one. And this is the same thing, looking like the bone. And this beautiful red one. It's lightweight. You would think it wouldn't be. But I could see you wearing it out or something, but wearing it to work or where you're going to be busy with your hands, nope. Be clankety clank everywhere. But I do love it. This one too, I don't know how old this one is. I think I got this from April. Bougie Bear. And it's got to be glued. It didn't come that way. I've had this for a long time. But same thing. I love the dangles and the different swirls. Really cool. Look at the clasp on this one. This could make some noise. Then we have the classic clamper, which I enjoy. It's very comfortable. This one is comfy. I think I have this on my eBay store with this. This is another one. Not marked. I don't see many of the clampers marked. This is cool. To me, this is nautical. I don't know about you, but it reminds me of hooks. And they're just really comfortable, even though that one is heavy. They do tend to be a little weighty. I think they're neat. This one I also have listed. Got a little bling, a little bypass. I think, yeah, I think this has got a name. I got a name, but I can't see it. Ah, fudge. That is not good that I can't see it. It's just high gloss, you know what I'm saying? I'll have to look that up. Then we have this. This is very nice. Sometimes they have the name here, so even if you're looking around inside, you don't see anything, sometimes it's printed on here. This is very nice, gold tone and silver tone. I like that a lot. This one is very thick. No name on it, but you can't beat a good, it's not in that great of a shape, but you can't beat a good bangle. You know what I mean? Speaking of, I believe this is somewhere. Don't make me a liar, Monet. Oh. Yeah, it's Monet. Can you see it? Monet. Very pretty. I have found many, many, many of these. And I'm always saying, oh, I'm just going to wear a whole crap load of them, but I never do. I'm always working. This is so cute. It's tiny. That's the problem. It's still marked gold stone with the old, oh, I love this. Love that so much. This is how it goes. Yep. It's too tiny for me. Look at that. Maybe a 6-incher. But I love goldstone so much. Love it. And if I could just have something with all that on it, I'd be so happy. But yes, this reminds me of some kind of souvenir that you would get at a museum. There was a museum here on Long Island. It's still there. I took my daughter, actually, and I had gone there when I was a kid. And it's the Douglas Museum. And it's all about stones, rocks, and nature, and butterflies. And it was the coolest thing. And they took you in a room, and they showed you. They turned off the lights, and there was all these pictures on the wall made with, I guess it's phosphorus? The little stones that glow, and there was pictures all over the wall made with these little stones and little, and they told you a story about the stones. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. And I remember not being able to get a pencil because I didn't have any money. But my brother went to the same museum and brought home a pencil, and the top of it was filled with little tumbled stones. Oh, sounds crazy, but I was so envious. I wanted one. And they had them when I brought my daughter back there. Like, what is it, 35 years later? I have to show you guys the pencil. I will be cherishing it forever. Oh my God. I know it's weird. But I wanted that darn pencil. But my brother knew that if I got that pencil, I would pop off that eraser and take out those stones and look at them and play with them and, you know, examine them. And I did want to. But I didn't do it with my new one. I left it intact. Here's another beautiful cuff bangle bracelet. Not cuff, but bangle. Really pretty with the safety that I'd probably break if I wore it because I get stuck on everything. This is a coin, actual coin cuff. I don't know why it's bubbly like that. I'm thinking they coated it with something when they made it. But it's super cool. Another coin bracelet. This one is from Ecuador. And they don't use this money anymore, so holding on to it. They used the American dollar in Ecuador. Around about, I think, the 90s, they switched. So I think it's pretty cool. And we have this, which I think is a souvenir piece. And about, I think I read this before. Something about the trail. The elk on the trail. Yeah. Hairpin turn. Something about, I looked it up. It says Mohawk. Is it the Mohawk Trail? Yes, Mohawk Trail. Just read it, Sally. No problem. So I think that's pretty neat. Speaking of which, this thing. This, I believe, is also kind of a souvenir piece. This is supposed to be turquoise. There is sometimes a glass that they would put to look like turquoise. Has an arrow and a turtle and a teepee, and I guess a crescent moon or something. And I guess it's just copper. It's not listed with any kind of name. I just think it's cool. I think you could agree that you don't see many of those coming and going. At least I don't. If you've seen more, definitely let me know and where to get it. These are Damascene. I think this is busted on here, unfortunately. But this is the biggest Damascene I've ever found. It's got wear on it, but it's the biggest one I've ever found in this kind of shape. Normally it's in this shape or square, but three rows. I think that's pretty cool. This one is Hematite or Hematite. Let me see. And it's Jacobson. This thing weighs a lot. It's heavy. I don't know how else to explain it, but it feels nice. It fits nice. If you like that look, and I kind of do. It doesn't feel uncomfortable or heavy on you. This is another Damascene, and from what I've been finding about Damascene, that the real is when it's got the prongs, when it's prong set. And this is prong set in here with the little birds. See the little prong. A little bent, but it's pretty sweet. These adorable things, I had a whole bunch, but I did sell them. And sometimes they come in natural stones, and sometimes not. Just little plastic cabochons. But I do have another to show you. Somewhere out there. Sally, you're making a lot of noise. Well, we'll get to that ridge. But these are like from my childhood. I'm going to say 70s. And this is something I would love when I was a kid. If I can get my hands on those. Yes. Same thing with these. These actually look like fossils in here. Not very sparkly or glamorous, but come on, that's neat. Neat. Super cool. This, I think, it just has some marks in it, and I don't know what that means. But I've never worn these type of bracelets. I mean, they just, I guess they're comfortable. That's what I keep scraping myself. I guess they're pretty cool looking, right? And it's, you know, it's bendable. It's this Moon Glow Cabochons. Isn't this pretty? This is listed on my eBay, yeah. Love those colors. Mesmerizing. This, I like this style. Where you just do that kind of thing. This, I believe, is Avon. Isn't it cute? Love it. This is, I thought it was a 10 Commandments for a minute, but it is not. It's all the, yeah, it's the birthday things. You are a quick thinker. Oh, okay, yeah. All the ones that are the zodiac signs. What's that one? What's that? These look like very vintage. Scorpio. I'm just trying to find mine and see what I'm like. I have to know. Virgo. What is it? I'm not a Virgo, but they said you're a loyal friend. Gemini. You are very generous. Cancer. You are versatile. Hey, where am I? Don't tell me it's the other one that probably fell off here. Sagittarius, you know what you are? You're a quick thinker. Scorpio, you are gifted and modest. Libra, you will not be discouraged. Seriously? There's no Pisces up in here? Pisces is usually the two fish, right? Yeah. Leo. Trustworthy. Yeah. Pisces. Oh. There I am by the water. I'm sensitive and loyal. I would say that's true. And this is Aquarius. You will succeed. So that's the vintage bracelet right there. I like it. This one is not named, but I like it. I wish it had 3 rows, but it's only 2. But it'd be cool to have one with all stones. That would be neat. Here's a classic. I had another one. I have tons of them, but I just got a few out. This I love. Look at these. They're like candy. That looks like root beer. I love these colors in here. Scarab. Don't believe these are natural stones, but I love them anyway. I love the natural stone ones, don't get me wrong. But I love these. I love that. Love. I'm just checking to see if there was a name on there. Yeah, some of them aren't, you know, carved on the bottom, but some of them are. And I like the ones that are carved on the bottom. Now, this is not a bracelet, but I threw this in here because this is some really cool stones in this necklace. I think this is gold filled. I mean, look at this clasp. That's an oldie. You can tell it's old because it just has the little bit here that you do that with. Love, 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 love. I think this is gold filled. It's in good shape for its age. And look, I'm curious to see what, I never looked up to see what all those etchings mean, honestly. But it's beautiful. And it's super short because it's old. But that's carnelian. This is kind of a, I think this might be moonstone. Maybe. Not sure about this one. Looks like jade and a beautiful example of tiger eye. And the carnelian. Oh, love it. Then we have another with the book chain. And this one is from Atlantic City. Cute little souvenir. Natural stones. They look like little Easter eggs. These I find a lot of the time, see how over glued it is? Also that they are sometimes missing off of their little plate, unfortunately. This is super pretty, and I believe this is the Mylar. If it is, no, it's Dolce Vita, Italy. Yeah, it's shiny. But the Mylar, that's also Italy. These go for a pretty penny. They're heavily plated, and they're beautiful. I love when they have textured links. A nice example of some beautiful foiled back rhinestone. Foil's coming off, unfortunately, on that, but very pretty. I like finding those, especially when they have different shapes. This is so comfortable and beautiful, and it's Monet. I like this one. Nice and chunky. Ooh, love that one. Good job, Monet. And remember this? I still haven't done it over with the silver pen, you know, the paint, but I still love that one. Gorgeous. Love it. And remember my favorite, this one. Love it. Unfortunately, some of the turquoise Ballatinis are missing, but it's the Cinear. I'm not sure how to say it because haven't heard anybody say it. But my all-time favorite. I'm going to keep that forever. This is cute. I don't believe it had a name on it. And I remember asking, is this the way it's supposed to be on the bottom? And somebody said yes. But let's see, what was the name on this? What the heck? Time for a new camera. Well, it's just my phone. Can you see the name in there? Is it Penella? And somebody said, yeah, this was a good brand. It's cute. It's pretty. It's delicate. And I like that. Now, no. This cuff is beautiful. I love it. Sally, you can't love everything. Not everything's beautiful. It is today. Right here. No, I don't love everything, but I love everything today. I love everything I'm showing you. But sometimes, yeah. Like, there's certain things I'm not crazy about, I have to admit. But I love everything I'm showing you right now. That's why I have too much stuff, because I can't give it up. But a lot of this I am going to sell. But if you have any questions, let me know. This one's really pretty, and I cannot believe that there's no mark on this. I think, because look at the way it's constructed. Yep. Flip this up, and then you have to take that thing out and struggle with it, and I had it before. Anyway, oh, this pops up like that. That's what it was. Yeah. And it's really pretty. I feel like it wants to have a name on it. Like it really, really does. But it just does not. Yeah, this is how it goes. That flips down. You gotta pop it in there and do like that. And it's really pretty. It's really well made. I love that. Then we have other souvenir pieces. You probably have seen these. little, these shields. Really pretty. Let's see what we have here. They have different cities in Canada. Saskatchewan. Really beautiful enamel. Love that. Different things to see in, I'm going to say, France. Because of the Eiffel Tower. This was really cool too. That's a nice souvenir. Then we have this. This was the one with the roses, and on the other side, I guess, saints. Really pretty. That's the first time I found one of those. And I really like it. And this has some natural stones. I believe it's agate. And they're just a beautiful, kind of like a light sage green with some copper running through it. Not in the best of shape, but I think it's beautiful. And then this is the one I was going to show you guys. This, do you remember this one? The really heavy glass. And I wasn't sure if it was glass or if it was like rose, that, I don't want to say rose gold. What do I want to say? Rose quartz. But it is glass. Let me show you. Oh, by the way, remember I said go to the thrift shop and look for these books. Look for the jewelry books in the thrift shops because you will find them. This I paid $3.99, and I'm sure if I paid it on Amazon, it would have cost much more. This is a Schiffer book, and they make lots of good books for jewelry. Popular jewelry of the 70s, 60s, 80s. And I remember what page it was on. 1 to 22. Sally, you went too far. Here we go. Yes. Come on. Darn thing is so heavy. Look. You see? That is the same thing. Oh. It says, pink glass nuggets resembling rose quartz were used in this grouping of jewelry by Ernest Steiner. 30 to 65 each. Much more these days, I think. This is an old book. But, can you believe that? Look at that. I love the bracelet. I mean, is that a bracelet? That's probably another bracelet, right? Can't be a necklace. It's too short. I love this one with that. Ooh. And I'm assuming this is one of an earring or a brooch or something. I don't know. Like, just, I thought this one was just super interesting. It's not labeled with anything, but Ernest Steiner, I do believe, is a good name. Same with Hobey, if you run across any Hobey. That Hobey, if it didn't have the tag on it or a name, I would have tossed it, because Hobey normally makes some super awesome, beautiful stuff. Not so much Hobey. But, oh, there was one more thing, and it's not a bracelet, but I had got these earrings from my pink bag, Gina Day. Have you seen her videos? And she has some cool stuff. I got these Swarovski earrings. Come on. Look at these. It's got the swirly stones around it. It's got the random red enamel. Red stones. Are they the coolest? And they have, you can see in here, it has the little swan. Can you see it? Swan. I know it's so tiny, but it's there. So that was super cool. I don't know when I'm going to wear them because they're a little fancy, but I love them. They're so different, right? So they're a keeper. I like how random they are. Just that swirl of stuff around and the stones. Love it. Anyway, I'm at 40 minutes. I could go longer because I have so much, but we're going to end it here. And I hope you enjoyed looking at all the bracelets. If you have any questions, give me a email. Hello. No, that was my old one. vintage.discoveries21@gmail.com. I'll be having another sale, of course, because I have so much stuff, like I said. And if you want to see anything in a sale, specifically, let me know. Say, hey, really would like just some costume vintage pieces. No more sterling. Who knows? I've got tons of everything. So I will see you guys soon. Hopefully some upcoming random good old vintage unbagging of bags. So, oh, also, if you would like to see any books, because I would love to go through some books and magazines and things like that, because I love books and magazines, only with pictures. And we could certainly do that and look at some old magazines and just relax with those. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I will see you soon.